Hey guys, okay, I'm going to do a new reading for you. I'm doing love and relationships for people who resonate with divine compliments, and this is you and them. So I'm trying to give you specific information, but not anchor down too much. So, okay, if that makes any sense. We've got two columns here. On the left is you, on the right is them. Okay, so I'm going to start with you first. I feel like, so you have just gone through this incredible transformation, and it has cleared a lot of space in your heart chakra. It's cleared a lot of energy out that was preventing and blocking you from allowing the give and receive of love, whether it be romantic, unconditional, or any other kind of love. Okay, that transformation was really intense and really like literally a part of you died with that transformation. And this is a good thing because it's left behind a lot of, it's almost like your whole life you've been going through it, dragging this dead body behind you, this dead body of like hurt and abandonment and past lovers and past relationships that didn't work out, and people, especially parents, who might have made you feel unloved or unlovable. That's all gone now, or at least most of it is gone now. You've come into a stable place of understanding that love is to be given and received, and you can't just move forward trying to give everybody your love. You need to also receive in order for the energetic balance to be present. If the energetic balance is not present, it doesn't matter what you do. The relationship is going to be off in some way. Even if none of this is happening on the conscious level, it's going to attract the wrong dynamic, the wrong vibration. So you may have been attracting in people who only wanted to take from you because all you were doing was give. You were not allowing the receiving. Does that make sense? Like the universe isn't necessarily sending you negative stuff, right? The universe is just responding to your own vibration. So so you've shifted that now where there's an equal give and take. The danger is, and I just want to bring this up because it's coming up for some of you, not all of you, is that you don't want to isolate yourself. You don't want to become an island in protecting yourself and trying to make sure that, so in trying to make sure your balance is intact, be sure that you also remain open, right? Don't get so protective of that you've isolated yourself and become some kind of an island and, openly demand from people that they give to you, because that's also the wrong vibration. That is coming out of a place of fear and abandonment, not having, what you want to actually do is make sure that you've surrendered those things up to the universe and that you are in full flow so that you are vulnerable and you are not making yourself an island, not putting up the walls, right? And still receiving the appropriate give and take, the appropriate flow. I feel like because this comes up next to the death card, most of you have done this, but I'm also providing that that caution. The next cards are Temperance with the Lovers, and this to me is really coming into balance between your masculine and feminine halves, your yin and your yang, and this then attracts in appropriately balanced individuals who will be able to reflect that to you externally, and that is just to me really highlighting the way that you have removed energies that were blocking the give and the take, right? So this is going to mean that you're attracting in and bringing in partnerships that naturally are balanced because you are now internally balanced. between your masculine and your feminine. And I feel like, we're talking about resonating with divine complements. So this means that, to me, that you are now really in a position to attract the highest possible version of your divine complement, whether you know who this person is or not. Some people out there know they have one or believe that they have one, and because they're operating in that reality, they will indeed attract that one. But they need to be in the right vibration for it. And so you guys are getting there. Now there is one set of cards here that I'm told is advice. And that's the bottom set. And so you're getting the 10 of Wands with the 5 of Pentacles. And to me, this tells me that you need to make sure you have entirely surrendered this feeling of being unworthy, okay? This resonates really, really strongly with me. So this might have just been advice for me, but for any of you with whom this resonates, make sure that you have completely surrendered that feeling of being unworthy. And I feel my solar plexus moving around as I say that. So I know that this is resonating with me and a number of you. This needs to be addressed with an entirely new perspective. That's why the Hangman is showing up here. And that this healing has been a long time coming and long overdue, and that you are essentially the person who is keeping yourself out of the kind of relationship that you want to be in, because you have felt to some extent to have been unworthy because someone in your life has abandoned you in the past. And part of that's because you were holding that abandonment energy, and therefore we're attracting that into you. But if you go back to think about that first time you felt abandoned, think about, parental dynamics, and at what point someone who took care of you before you had any choice made you feel abandoned. And that is probably the thing that you need to release here, that you need to cut down off this tree and stop, martyring yourself in that way, because you're attracting in the wrong stuff. Now that is to say you have that's not to say you have not just made a massive transformation, and you have. So this might just be for some of you. This might also highlight that last little bit that's left that you really just need to shift your perspective on in order to open the floodgates to allow this energy to come in, because this relationship is there and waiting and truly exists. It's just waiting on you, again with the Hanged Man, to set down that burden of unlovableness, of unforgiveness, of whatever situation made you feel abandoned and unworthy, okay? Because that is obviously a 3D concept. It's not true. And I also feel like, you have truly integrated this unity concept, this unity consciousness concept with the Temperance card here. However, the 5 of Pentacles does, to me, outline or underline separation consciousness. So just make sure that you're fully surrendering the idea of separation consciousness. That, you and your divine complement are truly going through the same things at once. And as you heal that in yourself, you heal that in them. And as they heal things in themselves, they heal it in you. And it really is no different. So stop. I've separated them here so that, you can kind of see the mirroring, and you can kind of get an idea and maybe get the validation needed that you can move forward, knowing that things are going forward as planned, I guess. But the more you focus on them and you, the more it's like a you versus them type thing, the more separation consciousness you are allowing into your life. So you really want to start understanding that your divine complement is always your divine mirror. So whatever you are going through, they are also going through in some aspect, okay? and thinking of it less as, oh, what are they doing? You know, stop directing your attention over outside of yourself to what they are doing, and start directing your attention inwardly to what can I continue to do, because it's really the same thing. Okay, I think most of you get that. If you're feeling frustrated and triggered by me saying that, then you're not getting it yet. So just keep working on that. And that's the advice here. Make sure you're laying down that burden of separation consciousness, of unworthiness, of abandonment. Okay? So let's move on to them. They have just received also a very important and potent new beginning in both love and relationships and their own power. And I get that most of these people are masculine energies. Okay, so I guess most of my listeners must be feminine energies. So I'm hearing that this is mostly masculine energies, but again, it's you and them. So whichever, and you might resonate differently with these different columns. Don't, work with what is resonating with you, because that's how the universe works. Like, it's not, everything is one, everything is the same. Okay. They have truly, I'm feeling my heart chakra really moving around right now. They have truly accepted what their heart is telling them. So whether that is, I feel like there's a lot of self-love happening here. They've actually crossed what seemed to be an uncrossable impasse, an uncrossable river, and they have accepted this self-love and divine love into their lives, and understanding that the connection to their own divine complement, assuming that is you, is strong and real, and this has given them this new beginning, opened up this new pathway. It's almost like an entirely new green pasture that they are allowing themselves to go out to. You see, I just want to step in here for a moment to say the bottom of the deck is the devil, and I feel like because it's paired with these two incredibly strong cards of new beginnings in both love and passion and energy and self-love and self-empowerment, that they have just broken through these chains that were tying them to some karmic issue, whatever it was, whether that for them was feeling stuck in a codependent type behavior, in addictions, stuck in a terrible relationship, stuck in a family dynamic which felt impossible to overcome, whether they were stuck in their own belief systems and they have just broken out of it. I feel like a lot of them, it was stuck in, like, I'm hearing ball and chain. So like some of them were stuck in like marriage dynamics that felt like a ball and chain, and were not serving them. Some of them literally have just had a negative entity released from their energy. That's a very, 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 very few of them. You probably know about that if that is what has just happened. But in either case, they have just broken major, major, major chains in their lives. And you see in the second row here, they're moving out of this very difficult situation into a much better situation here with the 10, and not even much better, an ideal and truly blissful and truly fulfilling situation with the 10 of coins. The 10 of coins to me is like your legacy. This is not only your family bliss, but this is your abundance. This is what you were meant to do in this earth. So having moved out of whatever these chains were, this person is moving toward their life mission, their soul mission. And this we might now be talking about simply them moving into a new career, a new soul mission where they start learning something new or seeing things from a completely different perspective, as you are also seeing things from a new perspective. But they are moving into that from this, whatever this terrible bondage was. Okay? And that incorporates this new self-love, divine love, new and new passionate beginning. This probably involves you on some level if you are the divine complement, because those things are intrinsically linked in the mission. If you are supposed to be working together, and your energies are alchemically combining in order to make a stronger energy. So, and that also is coming through with the Temperance card here and the Lovers. So on the side for you, like, you've really allowed that alchemical binding of the two of you with you and your divine complement. And you're there, it has happened, it has occurred. And this person, with the support of that alchemy, has moved forward and been able to break the chains. And they have made this, like, I mean, like, the intensity and the what's the word I'm looking for? Profoundness of this new beginning is really just, I don't know that I've seen it before since I've been doing these readings for you guys. Okay, so this is very new and this is incredible. They know what they're going for now. There are plans to an extent, or at least they have made the first, and not even the first, they're long into this traveling of this seemingly impossible river toward their legacy, toward what it is that their life is here to achieve. Okay, their advice is to make sure that they are maintaining and remaining in their own power, not to be drained by other people. I feel like they also were in this giving energy and not allowing the receiving of the energy. So now they need to be more in the giving and receiving part of this energy. And while your not advice, but your pitfall in the giving receiving was not allowing vulnerability, their pitfall here was allowing themselves to be taken advantage of. And so they need to look out for that. If this resonates with you, then take that for yourself. They need to be their own King of Wands. They need to remain in their empowerment and operate from a place of self-empowerment, knowing that the energy is flowing. Like, they also were shutting themselves out, feeling like they were unwanted or not worthy, but they are wanted and they are worthy. And so we see the the Knight of Cups here. And so they're really encouraged to bring this forth in their lives, not only for themselves, but for you and for other people. And they're truly able to do that as long as they remain in their own power. And they need to know, and I'm feeling, again, my heart chakra going crazy. Some of them truly were not sure if you would accept them or not. And the advice here is that you are accepted. You are accepted, and your offer is already accepted. It just remains in the physical world to be given. So make that offer for whomever this column is resonating for. This is the person who needs to make that offer. And this offer doesn't come through people who are resonating with the other column until you allow yourself to understand your own worth and that you indeed are worthy of that offer. So I feel like there's some mirroring here of both people feeling in some sense unworthy of this love, unworthy of this offer. One person needs to set down the burden of that. The other person needs to allow their empowerment and their courage to arise so that they can make the offer. I feel like that person is probably the masculine, because again, I feel that the right column is the masculine. However, it might be reversed for you because I'm reading for so many people. So just go with what resonates. this is definitely a new beginning for everyone, because we have the death card in one column and we have both of these aces at the top of the other column. So having passed through this full moon period, and actually, to be honest, having passed through what started in the spring really got intense over the summer, and then in September, October, actions were being made in the physical world and on a healing level, depending on which, what you resonate with, has created what we're at right now. Okay, so all you can really do at this point is make sure that your energy is clear, that you are allowing your own vulnerability, but you are also allowing giving and receiving of love, and you are making choices to surround yourself with people who are equally who are vibrating in an equal way, okay, who are resonating in an equal way, and that they are not taking advantage of you and that you are not taking advantage of them. Okay, so that is true for everybody, and your offer is coming in, whoever's resonating with that, or the opportunity for you to make the offer is already here. So I feel like this is a really encouraging reading for a lot of people, just knowing that everyone has been through a lot, myself included, and things are moving forward. Please let me know how you resonate with this, and please hit the subscribe button and the little bell next to it so that you can receive notifications when I post new readings. I really appreciate all of you guys, especially you, the new subscribers, and of course also my old subscribers who continue to watch me bumble through readings on YouTube. I really appreciate you guys, and I love to hear your feedback, so please post it in the comments below. Okay, thanks so much guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.